Computer network is a set of computers connected together for the purpose of sharing resources. The most common resource that is shared is the internet. We connect to internet to get information about anything: shopping, registering, messaging, and much more. Computer network. Computer network is a group of two or more computers connected to each electronically. Computers on a network are called nodes. A network is a multi-purpose connection which allows a single computer to do more. Connected computers can share resources like access to the internet, printers, file servers, and others. To set up a network, media can be wired or wireless. Wired media. Twisted pair, coaxial, or fiber optic cables, etc. are the wired media. Wireless media. Infrared, Bluetooth, radio wave, microwave, etc. are the wireless media. When you are working with a large area to connect networks to other networks, you have to use some additional devices like bridge, gateway, or router to connect different small or large networks, and obviously a protocol must be maintained. Network devices. Different networking devices have different roles to play in a computer network. The network devices also work at different segments of a computer network, performing different works. Network hub. Network hub is a networking device which is used to connect multiple network hosts. A network hub is also used to transfer data. Because of its working mechanism, a hub is not so secure and safe. Network switch. Like a hub, switch also works at the layer of LAN, local area network, but it is more intelligent than a hub. While hub just does the work of data forwarding, a switch does filter and forwarding, which is more intelligent way of dealing with the data packets. Modem. A modem stands for modulator-demodulator. That means it modulates and demodulates the signal between the digital data of a computer and the analog signal of a telephone line. You get an internet connection through a wire to your house. This wire is used to carry our internet data outside to the internet world. Router. A router is a network device which is responsible for routing traffic from one to another network. These two networks could be a private company network to a public network. You can think of a router as a traffic police who directs different network traffic to different directions. They can connect networks with different architectures such as token ring and Ethernet, although they can transform information at the data link level. Routers cannot transform information from one data format such as TCP or IP to another such as IPX or SPX. Bridge. If a router connects two different types of networks, then a bridge connects two sub-networks as a part of the same network. You can think of two different labs or two different floors connected by a bridge. The bridge is an Ethernet device. It simply receives electrical impulses from one wire and resends them on another wire. It is a dumb device that simply extends range. A hub is also called a multi-port bridge because it does the same thing. Repeater. A repeater is an electronic device that receives a signal and retransmits it at a higher level or higher power so that the signal can cover longer distances. It connects two segments of your network cable. A repeater retimes and regenerates the signals to proper amplitudes and sends them to the other segments. Ethernet topology uses a hub as a repeater. Gateway. A gateway is the device or address used to access another network. The net is really built around gateways. Think of it as a highway system. Your packet of information is a car on this highway. The car has to get off at every exit and ask the person directing traffic where their destination is. If they say, "not here," then you get back on the highway and go to the next stop. If they say "here," then they get off and the information gets processed. So, a gateway is just something that links you to the next gateway, creating the network. Topologies. A network uses an appropriate topology to arrange the hardware devices using the media. The shape of a network and the relationship between the nodes in that network is known as the network topology. The network topology determines what kinds of functions the network can perform and what the quality of communication will be between the nodes. Generally used topologies are line topology, bus topology, star topology, tree topology, ring topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology, etc. Among these, star topology and ring topology are most popular nowadays. Line topology. This rare topology works by connecting every host to the host located at the right of it. Most networking professionals do not even regard this as an actual topology, as it is very expensive due to its cabling requirements and due to the fact that it is much more practical to connect the hosts on either end to form a ring topology, which is much cheaper and more efficient. Bus topology. A bus topology creates a network by connecting two or more hosts to a length of coaxial backbone cabling. In this topology, a terminator must be placed on the end of the backbone coaxial cabling. This network can be compared to a series of pipes that water travels through. Think of the data as water. In this respect, the terminator must be placed in order to prevent the water from flowing out of the network. The bus topology is still regarded as one of the major network topologies of the networking world. Star topology. A star topology creates a network by arranging two or more host machines around a central hub. A variation of this topology, the star ring topology, is a common use today. The star topology is still regarded as one of the major network topologies of the networking world. A star topology is typically used where a single information source communicates directly with multiple clients. An example of this is a radio station, where a single antenna transmits data directly to many radios. Tree topology. A tree topology forms a network by arranging hosts in a hierarchical order. The tree has a root node, which forms the base of the network. The root node then communicates with a number of smaller nodes, and those in turn communicate with an even greater number of smaller nodes. A host that is a branch off from the main tree is called a leaf. If a leaf fails, its connection is isolated and the rest of the LAN can continue onwards. An example of a tree topology network is the DNS system. It is generally not regarded as one of the main network topologies. Ring topology. A ring topology is a network where all the nodes are connected to exactly two other nodes. The result is a circular or ring shape. A ring topology is more commonly known as a token ring topology. It creates a network by arranging hosts in a circle. Data is passed between hosts through a token. This token moves rapidly at all times throughout the ring in one direction. If a host desires to send data to another host, it will attach that data to the token as it passes by, as well as the address of node for which the message is. The other host will then see that the token has a message. If the addresses do match to its own address, the host will take the data and the message will be delivered. A variation of this topology, the star ring topology, is in common use today. The ring topology is still regarded as one of the major network topologies of the networking world. Mesh topology. Mesh topology creates a network by ensuring that every host machine is connected to another host machine on the local area network. This topology's main purpose is fault tolerance, as opposed to a bus topology, where the entire LAN will go down if one host fails. In a mesh topology, as long as two machines with a working connection are still functioning, a LAN will still exist. The mesh topology is still regarded as one of the major network topologies of the networking world. Hybrid topology. A hybrid topology, that is what most networks implement today, uses a combination of multiple basic network topologies, usually by functioning as one topology logically while appearing as another physically. The most common hybrid topologies include star bus and star ring.